Hey friends, finish strong. That's going to be our thought for day 103 on our Bible reading plan. Jonah's story doesn't start with a whale, right? It starts our big fish or whatever. Here's what it says in 2 Kings 14 verse 25. It says, "He was the one who restored the boundaries of Israel from Lebo Hamath to the sea in accordance with the word of the Lord. The God of Israel, spoken through his servant Jonah, son of," I can't pronounce that, the prophet from Geth Hefner. See, Jonah's story, it doesn't start out bad, with a big tragedy. The whale, the big fish, that's not the beginning. Jonah's story starts with a word from God about some land that God's people needed to recover. Um, if the efforts to take back this land would not have gone well, it also wouldn't have gone well for Jonah. But there was something in what God communicated to Jonah that Jonah's like, yeah, I'll go ahead and communicate this to the king. We need to do this. His story, Jonah's story, starts out as a huge success. Then later on, when Jonah's got some notoriety, God asks Jonah to do something that Jonah ends up not being comfortable with. Again, the point of Jonah's story, it's not the whale. The point of Jonah's story is, how far will you go with God? See, the story is, will you go with God not just when everything makes sense, but will you continue to walk with God when things don't make sense, when it might put you at risk, when it's going to cause you to have to make a great sacrifice? See, it's easy to walk with God when you or I or anybody doesn't have anything. Why? You've got nothing to lose. It's much more difficult to walk with God when you've begun to establish yourself. Go with him anyway. Finish strong. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.